Over the switches, we see the two women grow increasingly enraged and disgusted by one another, hiding and cleaning up after the other, refusing to reconcile their similarities in destructive, self-loathing, impulsive behavior. The true way of reflection, or looking directly at oneself, is an opportunity so provided by the substance's experience, but Elizabeth declines, both as herself and Sue, choosing to replace responsibility on the other and never upon herself. This is where the substance's reliance on the physical products or manifestations of Elizabeth's psyche really shines. As Elizabeth spends her days alone, she is really fully and entirely spending herself with frustration and inaction. In a frenzied rage in response to Sue's post-party mess, she turns her home into a war zone of debauchery in another way. Cooking a French feast in its most bacchanal, an overindulgence of guilt quite personified by the sheer and unrealistic volume of food she's made for herself. She covers her living room window so to hide Sue from herself, Billboard Sue, quite literally representing her readiness to hide away from everyone, including herself. It felt like she was doing this to retaliate against Sue, herself, but it was her honest outcry to herself, Sue, of the real disgust and peril her mind was in. This sequence is personally my favorite, and the living room set design was so loud and so disturbing that I wish they had spent more seconds of screen time letting the audience bask in it. Of course, that wouldn't have served to represent Sue's psyche when she sees the mess that Elizabeth's made. Quickly, she cleans it all up and decides to farm as much fluid as possible from Elizabeth's back, so she wouldn't have to become her again.